How's everybody doing? Is it dark in here? I can turn some lights on. I can turn some lights on. Is that better? Maybe against the wall so it's not right on me. Just kind of light it up a little bit. There we go. Move my camera. What is going on? What's going on? Nobody's here, but that's okay. Oh, let's see, 3 people are viewing, but they're afraid to talk to me. It's all good. Let me fix this thing. Moving some stuff around. Got my backdrop all messed up now. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully that is better. I hope so. There we go. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate that. 2 thumbs up. No downs yet, but, you know, night's still young. Might get some thumbs later. Mrs. Hop Frog, my mod, my wife, my better half, my much better half is on here, making sure I don't say anything bad. So how's everybody's week been? Oh, whoever's on here, say hello. Show that I am in the chat. So yeah, I'm a pretty low-key guy when I'm not doing my parody videos of Elvis or other stuff, or just acting wild and crazy and insane, you know, trying to bring comedy. Hey, Sean the Brit, what's going on? Just decided to go live the old school way. Just go pull up YouTube, hit the little camera icon, and just go live. Felt like I should. Hey, Wolf Dad. Hey, Four Scores. How's it going? Yeah, just thought I'd come on here. I'm new to the boy. I used to have another channel. Well, I still have a channel that's not really active. The Wombat Says, and I was doing reviews and some parodies and some other things. And then I had a falling out with some people because there was, you know, when you deal with people, this person had drama with this person, and then their drama becomes your drama, and you're like, hey, I don't want to be part of it. So there's 2 parties involved. One party I still talk to on Twitter and stuff. The other one just, you know, called me all kinds of names. I'm like, whatever. I don't care. I don't take anything personally. You know, I was always a new kid at school. I know what it's like. You know, people call me names. I've been called every name in the book. I don't care. So I just thought I'd come on here since there's like nobody really live. So I figured, hey, whatever. LCD. I've heard that guy's name. I have no idea who LCD is. I'm learning the names as I go. I came over here. Wow, I think it was probably about 8 months ago now. It's gone by really fast. Because we knew some people in the drama community, and there's this. What's that? She says almost a year. It's almost a year. See, time flies when you're following the people on here. But it's just amazing, and it just makes me laugh. I'll flip through some of the channels, and it's the same thing. This person's asking for this money because they deserve it, or somebody else says, no, I deserve it. It's like, you know, just get a job. You know, if you can work. If you're not physically able to work, that's understandable. But to come on here and beg for money, I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, there's one. If you see somebody you like what they're doing, you want to give them a donation, or as Whiskey says, a dono. That's cool. That's fine. That's between you and them, and it says you appreciate what they're doing, and that's cool. But you know, I've been working pretty steady since I was about 15. I'm almost 53 now, so that's a long time. Working part-time, I'll go into school and different things, and I learned at a young age that if I wanted stuff, I had to get a job and pay for it. I lived with my grandparents for almost 2 years on the East Coast, and school time was coming around. You know, every year get new school clothes and stuff. So I hit my grandma up. I wanted these really cool things. She says, "This is what I'm getting for you. If you want to get something better than that, you'll have to make up the difference." And she helped me get my first job and stuff. Hey, thanks. So, yeah, so that's what I did. Started working at 15. during the summertime, setting up tables, scrubbing toilets, doing whatever it took. And it was a good feeling being 15 years old, having a bit of cash in your pocket, feeling a sense of accomplishment. And it's just like, wow, this is pretty nice. Bit of independence. But, you know, people start begging for money. It's like, you don't really have that independence. You're like kind of almost shackled to the people who are paying you. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Let's see, who am I missing here? I said hi to Sean. Hey, Richard. Yep. See you in there. Everybody's here. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that real quick. I was just kind of watching different people on here just start shouting and demanding respect. And I started making videos of Elvis just kind of as a whim. And then people latched on and said, do more, do more, do more, do more. So I'm like, okay. Okay, so I invested in wigs and props and different things and stuff. It's just like, you know, I just see that guy as just a joke. I know he's done a lot of bad stuff and he needs to kind of stop and apologize and say, hey, rather than saying the past is in the past, he needs to take ownership of stuff. I've done stuff in the past. I've said things to people and I've had to go face to face with people and say, hey, you know, I really screwed up here, and you have to make amends. It's kind of what it means when you're an adult. I remember one year in high school, I went off on the government teacher, and I don't know, he didn't like me because my hair I actually had hair, and it was down to about here, and he just went off, and he was it was some big standardized testing or something. He always thought I was stupid. I actually did pretty good on it and stuff, and he's like, oh, who'd you cheat off? And he was serious. I go, I didn't cheat off anybody. Well, you know, so I just tore into him, said a few things and stuff, and, you know, whatever, got sent out of the class. And then a few years go by, and one of the guys that was in the class ran into, we'd hang out a little bit and stuff. He goes, oh, yeah, I remember what you said to Mr. Wheeler, blah, 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 blah. I go, I don't remember that. And he told me, you know, what I said, and it started coming back. I go, oh. So a few years later, I tracked down the teacher, and I just said, you know what? I said, I had a lot of things going on in my life, and what you did that day, that was just one more thing, and I apologized. And he was like blown away. He's like, oh, wow, you know. So sometimes you got to do that. It's a good relief to be free of that guilt that you carry around. At least it was good for me. Some people go, oh, you know, I'm not going to bring myself down. It's like, whatever, you know. You got to do what you got to do. Hey, Babble, what's up? I don't know if it's Babel or Babble. I hear people butchering names, and I try to get everybody's name right because I know my name is Hop Frog. My name is really Dave, but I go by Hop Frog on this channel, Wombat on the other one. And I hear people calling me Hopper Frog, Hoppy, Hopper, Frog Dude, whatever. So it's all good. You know, it's all good. Babble. Okay, got it. All right, Alpha Wolf. It's in here, roboing out Rosie. How's it going? I need to move my monitor so it's like right here. I did have my camera over my monitor, and it was like doing weird distorted. See, when I move my hand, it makes my hand look like it's way bigger than my head. So it's the webcams kind of does weird things. Babble, not Baybill. Yeah, I hear people like saying, you know, and then once you get one person's name down, there's people that have multiple channels and they come on as something else, and you're like, hey, so yeah. So be patient with me. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, Alpha Wolf. It's fun. You know, I have fun getting under people's skin sometimes, and it's just, you know, I've always been a bit of a practical joker, a prankster, you know, whatever. And it's fun, you know, it's like throw on the high res with my cool patches. This is because he had the one that said loud pipe save lives. I know everybody wants to put duct tape over his mouth, me included. And then because he's always complaining, he's got this special patch right on the back. I love to complain. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Robo. That's funny. Yeah. So, and then the turkey, I snapped the turkey's neck. But yeah, I'll make another one. That was a lot of work I put into that one there. It's like really masterpiece. I'm gonna send that to the Smithsonian. And then because his jacket said biker, obviously. It says biker right there. Look at that. That says biker. It lets people know that I am the true alpha male. And I don't know what I do for his voice. I try to just kind of do everything in one shot and try to remember all this stuff he did throughout the day. Try to rub my eyes. And usually the wife, Mrs. Wombat Hopfrog on here, she gets me a list of stuff that he did, and I kind of have a cheat sheet, and I kind of go through kind of what I did and kind of add some stuff to it and whatnot. Yep. Okay. Yep. You have to correct all the wrongs. You do. You can't just go around through life being a jerk all the time. When you're a kid, you can kind of get away with it for a little bit of time. As a kid, I tried to get away with some stuff, but I knew there were some things I couldn't get away with. And honestly, there's a few times where I got my nose bloodied and I deserved it. And other times I was a new kid at school, I got my nose bloodied and I didn't deserve it. And I came back and hit back hard. It's just part of what it is. But you keep your list of wrong really short. Try not to mess up too much. And when you do, own it. Take ownership of it and say, this is what you do. So Sugar and Laroz in here. I've seen that name before. And I'm sorry, some of you guys, I know I've seen you in the thing, but I've never really seen face to face. So it's good. You guys all came over here to see me. So thanks. Yeah, I try, I try to be a decent guy, try to help out everybody, try to, be nice to everybody, because life is just way too short to go around with a chip on your shoulder all the time and be mad at the world. Even though I live in the Class B copper valley, it is very good and stuff. Custom made from head to toe. Alpha Wolf, does he have mental issues? I believe he's socially delayed, perhaps. Could actually be maybe more of a culture thing, because I know sometimes different cultures miss out on a lot of things that other cultures understand. Like making the goat come to you. I'm not sure what exactly that means, but Elbow likes to say it all the time. I worked with a guy and he was from Ecuador, and his English, when he came here, could not speak English. He came as a young child, and his English is better than mine. His English is perfect, spot on. He spent a lot of time making sure that he can speak clear, perfect English. But even though he understood English, when you see him, you'll say something, and sometimes it takes him a minute to catch a joke because of culture issues and whatnot. The boss one day was really tired, and he said he felt like he hit a wall. He says, "Man, I hit the wall." And this guy's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" He goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, you just said you hit the wall." He goes, "No, it's a figure of speech." And then he had to explain what that meant. And the guy's like, "Oh, okay." And the guy felt really dumb and really bad. But as far as Elvis, it could just be. He seems like he's been very sheltered. When I see him, it seems like he's probably had a lot of people wait on him hand and foot, and he really hasn't had to fend for himself. And it's kind of scary to go through life that way. I was left home. Hey Cajun Kev, how's it going? But I don't know. It's just weird. I was left home a lot as a young kid. Started fending for myself about 8. I'm not bragging, but survival. Both parents working. Like a lot of people. Back in the the 70s, I'll say it. Because I'm not afraid to say that I'm old. But me and Chef Boyardee, we became really good friends. Learned how to heat it up in the saucepan before we got the microwave. I remember when microwaves were a new thing. I remember when VCRs were a new thing, DVD players. I remember the automobile. That was a fascinating invention there, right there. Yeah. Hey, not good. What's going on? Not good for business. It's all your fault. Yeah. You put me up to this. Got my Elvis mug. Somebody asked me where I got this. I actually found this at the 99-cent store. People go, yeah, he's never learned or forced to do for himself. Exactly. People go, wow, where'd you get this? Where'd you get that? Usually I find a lot of props, like I've said before, at the 99-cent store, and I tweak them a little bit, maybe modify them, maybe combine a couple things together, or find something I have here. This actually came from the 99-cent store. Nice big mug. Just has Coke, melted ice, no alcohol, because I stopped drinking when I was about 17, believe it or not. 13 to 17 was the time I did all my drinking, got it over, done with, puked up a bunch, on to other stuff. Yeah, thrift stores. The vest that I made actually was a suit jacket that came from a thrift store, and I was going to fix it, and I actually started making it while he was actually live on the stream. So what I did is I just cut the sleeves off it with some scissors, really just kind of it up, and then took off the collar. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just was informed that Richard was asking the question, and because I've got my monitor way over off to the right-hand side. Richard asked, what's my opinion regarding Zia's behavior? Will he go back to his old ways? I think probably so. I would not doubt it. I hope he doesn't. I hope he's learned some things. But being as old as he is and as stubborn and exclusive as he likes to say, he'll probably unfortunately go back to his old ways. You know, I'm doing these videos. Hopefully he'll see how foolish he looks. That's really the bottom line, is hopefully this guy will realize how foolish he is and try to straighten things out. But you know, I think some people just kind of like being weird. You know, I had I shouldn't say had. He's still part of the family. My nephew, he would always wear a shirt. Let me find a different shirt real quick because this would kind of demonstrate a little bit better. Marshall, 2 weeks. I wouldn't give him 2 weeks. I'd give him maybe the next day or the day after that. I'll be right back. All right, I'm right over here. Didn't run away too far, as you can see. Putting a shirt on. Don't want to show you my awesome physique because I don't have one. But anyways, you see my shirt? It's Pearl Jam shirt. You know, Pearl Jam, I like Pearl Jam, whatever. But the only reason I changed my shirt is to demonstrate this. I had a nephew, which I still have a nephew. Don't see him because he moved to the East Coast. I'm in California. He's like in another state on the very edge. But when he was in junior high, and I know he did it even in high school, Monday morning, because I had to drive him and my son to school and drop them off before I went to work. So Monday morning, a shirt on, pretend I'm him. I'm wearing Pearl Jam. That's cool. Okay, Tuesday, let's see if I can do this without taking my shirt all the way off and exposing my bare breast, because nobody wants to see that. So anyways, Tuesday rolls around. And this is legit, no joke. Tuesday rolls around. New shirt. Wow, that's awesome. Wait, it says Pearl Jam on the back. But this, you know, this was dirty from all the food he spilled on himself on Monday. Now he's got a clean surface on Tuesday. See him Wednesday. Let's make sure I'm doing this correctly. So Wednesday morning rolls around. Wow, he actually put on a new shirt. No, he just has the Pearl Jam side inside out. He's got a clean surface for here. Then Thursday, I just tore my shirt. Oh well, had it for a while. And then I change my clothes a lot, so I'm used to this. Boo, like magic. So Thursday rolls around, brand new shirt. And then Friday, either he changes and puts on a new shirt and starts the cycle all over again, or by Friday, he's back to the original front of the shirt, and he's brushed the food off because after a few days, it has solidified to the point where you can just brush it off. And you'll still see like maybe a little bit of residue if you look carefully, but you didn't want to look too carefully because he never brushed his teeth, and yeah, it wasn't a good thing. So sorry, but anyways, what about the blue shorts? Actually, funny story. I still got this cough. Those blue shorts, I bought some of those shorts when I went to go join a gym, and then things happened. I never got a chance to go. But I bought the blue tealish ones like he has. I've got an orange pair, a silver pair, a black pair. Got a couple pairs of each of those, and I bought those to be workout shorts. And now, like summertime, I sleep in those because they're really comfortable. I don't wear them all the time. I turned them from like was gonna be workout wear more to just like pajamas to wear because they're loose, they're comfortable, and that. Where did I buy the biker flip flops? The prison slides. Let me grab those real quick. Yep, prison slides. Got these at Walmart. I haven't worn these since I rode the mini bike. But yeah, these were $5 at Walmart. So that's those. Yep. Yeah, it was. I was gonna come on earlier, but then whiskey was on, so we're on there, and then other things are going on, so we're like, whatever. So, okay, try not to meet anything. I'm gonna make Elvis go out of business. With I am what is good for business. All these old trolls, I am draining the swamp. Where are my super chats? Oh, it's like he doesn't. I don't know. There's a lot of people on YouTube that make money because they make good content, and then other people think that simply by breathing they're entitled to your hard-earned money. And I know a lot of people work hard for the money. Some people work harder than others, but I believe that everybody does work hard for what they get. And it could be anything from being higher end, like a doctor or a lawyer, some type of professional, to someone who has a part-time job greeting at Walmart, flipping burgers. There's no shame in any of that. You know, if you have a job and you're taking care of yourself the best of your abilities, you should find some gratification in that. It's Hot Frog Naked. Actually, you'll be glad I have a shirt on, Mike. So pay your taxes. The PayPal link is in the thing. So it's like, yeah. Yeah, and then it was like I wasn't sure what to do for a voice for Elvis, and it was just like, I don't know, sometimes it's like a really bad Arnold Schwarzenegger, sometimes it's like Scandinavian or other thing. It's just like it's like whatever. You'll share this? All right. Yeah, share this out. Get this out, share it with all your friends. Yeah. Oh, my Elvis skin. Yeah. Yeah. I got the high res jacket and stuff. You can. You have to. It's. He's actually not that complicated. Without the without the Elvis wig, I look like, what was his name? I've never actually seen the movie. I think his name's Georgie, the kid whose sailboat goes down the thing in it. So you have to have the Georgie coat, and you go chasing after your boat that your brother made. But yeah, the jacket's too clean. I'm sorry. Um, but rather than chasing after the little paper rainbow, he's chasing after super chats and other stuff. Yeah, this jacket, I actually had a shirt, and everybody's complaining about the shirt, so I got the jacket again off Amazon. I don't remember what I paid for this. I want to say like $23. So Elvis, if you're watching this, need a new jacket, set you back about $23. So start recycling some of those Modelo bottles. Maybe Rosie will let you recycle some of her Michelob Ultra cans, and there you go. actually, that I have thought about that. If he does come to my neighborhood, I will do my best. If he's on a weekend, I'll rearrange some things so I can get out there. But I do have responsibilities with the job and stuff. So if it's like during the week and he's in my area, it'll be kind of tough. My boss doesn't really understand the fun that I have doing YouTube. But if he is in my area and it's not too hot, because this thing does get pretty hot, and the shirt gets pretty hot, he'll be out there chooching with his high res thing, and then next thing you know, coming across the street, my sideburns are right here, still kind of sticky. Next thing you know, coming across the street, coming to your town to ask for super chats. I tell you what, brother, I am the real deal. I am the only Assyrian king on the rancho at this present moment with a Class B camper van. And if anybody tries to jack my style, I will get mad and jack him and break him like a pencil. Yep, stream snipe doppelganger. That's the way you got to do it. That's the way you got to do it. But yeah, wearing these things inside the house is blazing. I think it's about like 70, 72-ish in the house. Maybe a little bit cooler than that, but not by much. This wig does not breathe. It's Walmart special nylon. So it doesn't breathe. This doesn't breathe. So I usually start baking. Yeah, everybody says my wig needs a bald spot, and it's like, I don't want to crush the little feller entirely. I just want to make fun of him. I mean, even when I make fun of him, he looks like he's on the verge of tears. So, it's like, I mean, I'm not. See, I really don't have much room to talk. That'd be kind of hypocritical if I put a bald spot on the wig. But it's like, whatever. I'm so insecure. When people have told me before, dude, you're bald, you're this, I'm like, what happened to my hair? It just happens. Yeah, I know. I actually was going to cut out part of a Ralph's bag, but I decided, eh. But I mean, it's like the right color even and everything. See, it's kind of it's pretty close to when you see his head shining through, something like that. But I want to have fun. I don't want to like go super low. It's sometimes it's just, you know, things are too easy. You know, when you go super low like that on something that's called picking the low lying fruit, that's more like picking the fruit off the ground that's falling off the tree. And it's just like, I don't want to make the little feller too upset. Not that I'm worried he's gonna beat me up. I just, you know, it's just like, I don't want him to cry. You know, it's like he already looks like he's sad because things are coming to an end. He's leaving the rancho. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes out there at night and starts messing with stuff. He acts like he doesn't know how to use tools, but then he slips in to Rosie's shed where she has her radios and stuff and picks up a chisel and a hammer and starts kind of prying stuff a little bit. Oh, Rosie, I noticed this thing over here. It is kind of not sticking down. And then a little bit later, something else happens and loosens something up. And oh no, this broke, Rosie. We got to fix it. So I think that's what's going to happen. Draw a second. I did actually have. It's out in the garage with my other stuff. I'm actually inside tonight. But oh, thanks, John Cheese. They're awesome band. I listen to like all kinds of music, just about everything except country, because personally I just don't like it. Maggots in the feet. Yeah, I came close to doing that when people were talking about maggots in the van, and it was around Halloween time. I did buy one of these things for putting on your face. Is it here? I thought it was here. It's not here. But I bought a bunch of different things and stuff for doing, you know, zombie effects and stuff. And I was going to have, I found a kit where this guy like this, but he's got maggots coming out of his face. I was going to have the prison slides with maggots like glued with some liquid latex, you know, coming between my toes and stuff. Because, you know, but it was just too much. It was just too much. The fork in the drill. Yeah, you saw where he got the drill stuck in his hair. Yeah. Let me see. I put my thing off to the side. Yeah, just let my own bald spot show. Yeah. Hey, watch it there. Oh, yeah, I gotta make a bald wig or something. I don't know. It's just like, it's fine. Broken staple gun and the wrong staples. Yeah, the one thing that he did, I did, you know, I could do something like that, Cajon Kev. I did do where he was like going through like a Twinder app, looking at different people on there and stuff. That's a video. I think it said Elvis finds a dating site or something. I forget what I called it. Let's see here. I'm trying not to miss anybody. I apologize. I know Colleen, I know she was on there, and then she just hasn't been on there for a few days. I don't know what happened to her. I know that I had heard that her ex-husband was really sick, and she was making plans to come out to California sometime. I don't know if she was still in the works or there's some other things going on, but I haven't heard. So, oh, her channel's gone altogether. Okay, I have no idea. Hello, LaDonna. Hey, Cobra John, what's going on? Yeah, so I don't know. I know she has. I think the original channel is up. Oh, the Gypsy. Thank you. Yeah, there's a Gypsy dating site. When he was traveling around meeting people and stuff, I said that he went to work for the circus and stuff. So. It's gone underground. I don't know, Diva. Maybe. Oh, when he was trimming the trees with the sawzall. Yeah, I was actually scared for him. I thought he was gonna lose a finger or two. It's obvious he has never never held tools or anything. It was just, you know, sometimes you see that guy doing stuff. Part of me goes, "Oh, that's funny." And the other part of me cringes because I go, that's not going to end well. You know, it's not going to end well. But I did see where he cut the power cord, and you know, I have done that with an electric chainsaw, just in a hurry, not paying attention, and go and forget that I had it behind me, and I draped it over a branch. I'm cutting here and just trimming some trees, and then it'll be over here, and I didn't know it was like behind, because it like was one of those green ones, and it blended in with the tree, and it just goes, it made a bunch of sparks. But you know, it was like whatever. But you know, I know how to use tools, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Colleen. Um, yeah, yeah, sharp objects, electricity, pretty much everything. Everything. He does seem to fumble with stuff a lot. It's like the concept of a lot of things kind of seem to escape him. I'm not really sure what the deal is. You know, so hey Dale, what's going on? What is going on, brother? um, I don't know where Colleen's been. I have no idea. Okay, she still has a regular channel. Okay, yeah, because I know her ex was um he was in really bad shape, and I know that he was. She said that he was going to pass at any time. I don't know all the details. I'm really not at liberty to say what's going on with somebody else. You know, I don't. But honestly, I don't know all the details of what's going on. I just know that he was really sick, on death's door, and you know, I don't know. I'm being too kind to Zia. I don't have a personal beef with the guy. I know, and I understand a lot of people do. Um, I just make these videos to be funny because everybody comes on here and says I appreciate the laugh, because I know there's a lot of people that wanted to kill the guy, but when I do my parodies, they go, you know, I now that you know they're saying that you're helping me to see that he's just a fool. So, but I don't know. So she's gonna snipe. Oh, that'd be funny. Oh, with you mean Colleen, Mike? Yeah, that would be funny if she did stream snipe him. That would be hysterical. Who's this? It's me, Elvis. Oh, you know the one from Hawaii that you always. I can't even talk. It's funny, but yeah. Okay, maybe she did, Kevin. Maybe she did go to stay with her daughter, because I know her daughter was taking all this pretty bad. You know, obviously her dad, you know, is dying, so I'm sure she was hanging it hard. And I know there was some tension with the family and stuff Colleen had shared, but you know, I hopefully everything's fine, and you know, she's well and taking care of things, and maybe she just needed a break from just anything, you know. It's okay to take a break from time to time. That was a pretty nice mug. Yeah, this is a pretty. I was just gonna buy it and use it once as a prop, but it's actually a pretty nice mug. You put a little bit of ice in there, it'll hold a full bottle of soda or whatever. It'll hold about 16 ounces. So 99 cents. It's probably about maybe 3/16 of an inch thick. Yeah, I'm just drinking soda. I'm not drinking. I am not drinking the coffees. I would have the coffees with the creams or the Modellas. Yeah, thanks. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Cobra John. Yeah, I was just doing stuff. I mean, I started this other channel just so I could, you know, go back to some places where I was going before, because it's weird. Like I was sharing before, I knew some people and we'd hang out, you know, when Google Hangouts was a thing and stuff. And then really what happened was one person was dating someone else. They got into a fight, and then the one person left, and the other person thought that if you weren't there all the time, then you're going behind their back, taking sides and stuff. And it's just like it got weird, so I just left. And then when I was going on under my other channel name, people would see me in there was, I mean, it caused a big rift and stuff. People were going, "Oh, he's from over there. I know that guy." So I was getting hate from a situation that I was observing like everybody else. And I'm just like, you know what? I'll start another channel, do something a little different, and be at peace with everything. And that's kind of how it went. Oh, wow. Is he okay, draft horse? Sorry to hear that. Wow. How long ago was that? Her husband flipped over a four-wheeler and broke a bunch of stuff. Wow. Bones? I guess bones count as stuff, but wow. Thank you, Missy. I appreciate that. That's pretty cool. And yeah. So that's about it. Okay, what did I say? Oh, start doing Rosie. Yeah, I might. She might have cameos here and there. I don't really. It's like if I can do something good, I want to do it. If I can't really do it, and it's kind of it's like it's kind of hard for me to do it. Like I did like a PBS special with this old van, and I had like Rosie working on the van and some of the things. I'll do some things where she'll pop up. She asked me to parody her, so I'll work it in and stuff. You've been blocked on Zia and Rosie's too. Yeah. Yeah, it's a real view of yeah. I mean, I honestly don't get it. I mean, when I was on my other channel, people would either try to draw me into the drama or because I wasn't getting involved, and it was just weird. So like, I try to avoid all that. Try to stay in my own lane, do my own thing. So you have a cheesy standard that means, yeah, yeah. I do. It's like I appreciate people coming. I have, I don't know how many people I have now. Subscribe to my channel. It's like 670, not 670,000, but 670 people, and the number goes up and down. I think that's what it is now. But I know that you guys have a lot to do with your time, and I appreciate when people come by and give me a view, and I really appreciate it when people leave a comment saying, "Hey, I was having a bad day. This made me laugh. I'm feeling better now. Thanks." That's really the only reason I'm doing it. But yeah, I do have a standard because I appreciate people taking time, even if it's like 5 or 10 minutes out of whatever they're doing to come and watch what I've put up. So it's like I want to make sure it's okay quality, decent quality content and stuff. Juice. I don't understand what that was about, Juice, but people come in sometimes, and Mrs. Wombat is pretty fast on the button right there, just bam. But yeah, I don't know, Juice. I'm not sure what that was, but oh, sometimes people come and they try to start things. It's just like, dude, there's no reason to. There's no reason to come and just start trouble for no reason. It's just like, but people do, and I'm amazed. And people scream at their camera, and they, I don't get it. I just, I've got a lot of things going on in my life. You guys have a lot of things going on in your life. I try to bring something that I think is fun, going to bring a laugh. I enjoy doing it. I've learned how to actually, since I've been doing YouTube, I've learned a lot about webcams, a lot about lighting. I've actually built a computer from parts. I've fixed my old computer a few times till I got money saved up for something else. But you know, I do what I can. Let me see. Cheesy Standard, PBS. Thanks for that, Adam. I don't know what Juice was just like. He's rambling. I think sometimes I'm not sure if people are just trying to start trouble or if they think that they're being funny. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Let me see. Elvis tried. He said he was going to strike me, and then you know there was some, but I'm not sure if it was a fake Elvis account or not. Oh, thanks, Mike. Yeah, there's a few ones, and somebody actually asked me to do another song, and I know they're on Twitter under. I'm gonna mess it up. Elbow Travels Watcher. I don't. Oh man, I gotta get my phone. But they actually asked me to do this song, and I haven't done it yet because, again, you know, like my cheesy standards that I have, I want to make sure that I can present this in a way that's going to honor this person. This person goes, "Oh, can you do this song?" And you know, change the words, make it a parody, like with the Queen song. I go, yeah, "That's a great idea." Later, the very next day, early in the morning, I turn on my phone. The song that I'm supposed to parody, there's a link to the karaoke for it, and all the lyrics are already done. I'm like, wow, okay, this person's pretty serious about it. So that'll be like my first collab. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Elbow Travels Watch. So I said, okay, cool. I said, yeah. So I'm working on that. Keep doing it. Yeah, I'm. You know. Thanks, Missy. It's working and funny. Thanks, I appreciate that. Because you know I am the number one. I can't even say it without laughing. It now I can put my stuff on, get in character, and usually takes about 1 or 2 takes, get it rolling, get started. Sometimes I kind of flub a little bit because I try to do it just live and get it up as soon as I can. But when I first started doing it, I would just like start laughing with the whole concept of this guy living in a van who thinks the world revolves around him. I'm just like, this guy can't be serious. This is either a really great act or this guy is insane. So I'm going with insane. He makes your skin crawl. Yeah, he's something. There's days where I see him on. I can only watch so much. I try to wait for him to be on with Rosie, and it's funny because if I say hi to Rosie, he's all. Oh wait, I need the wig for that. More props falling. But this is a very, very common look I see on the hangouts that he's doing with Rosie. Can I say something? I need to say something now. And then he just interrupts. And then he'll find a word. Like if somebody mentions something about, say it's Veterans Day and they're honoring veterans, valor and stolen valor. Oh, valor is very important. And once I got the valor and this, you know, it's like he doesn't know what the word means, and then he just starts using it like 20 times in a 30-minute period. It's like, my favorite is reducing now. Yeah, the wig is hilarious. Yeah, thanks. But yeah, that's exactly. See, Mike. Back up. I got ADHD. I apologize. Cajon, Kevin, Norm F. Not really. Norm F used to be on here, and he's just kind of like, they're just kind of doing whatever, you know. So, oh, it looked like one of the guys from the Cinderella band. Thanks. We'll be here all night. Okay. Like, I saw, what's his name, Tom Keifer. He was on something, and he wasn't looking too good. I heard he had like throat cancer or something. That was a singer of Cinderella. You know, every time he'd start singing, it's like, You don't know what you got till it's gone. Something like that. But then, yeah, I gotta. Yeah, I laugh because I still see people around here that have the mullet going on, and they're like, "Yeah, bro, I'm so cool. I got my mullet," and it's like, "All right, it's not 1985 anymore, but whatever. If it works for you, it works for you." But yeah, that was the closest I could find, other than there's this wig, and then I'm not sure where it is now. My other Elvis wig, the one I had before. I'm gonna need extensions, shake me and stuff. Yeah, need extensions on the wig. Okay. Yeah, but like you're saying, it's like he doesn't really have much life experience, and it can't really be much of a life living in a van 24/7. I mean, this is the most social interaction he's probably had in a long time, with staying at the rancho with Rosie and Jen, and then the other people that come in and out. Bobby and I forget the other people. They're friends that come around and stuff, and getting out and walking and stuff. Is sometimes when he starts chimping out, I think he's actually scared that he's getting out of his. To me, it seems like he's scared that he's getting out of his comfort zone, and he feels like he's losing control. So he needs to, like, I am the alpha male. Nobody's gonna get to me. And it's like, dude, just relax. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I actually did use some fake fur. I did put some fake fur on a piece of poster board. Yeah, so yeah, I actually honestly, since I really don't have too many secrets, but since you asked, I do I do shave all this. I manscape it because that's the way Mrs. Wombat likes it, and that's what she likes. That's what she gets. So what can I say? But yeah, that guy's like all furry and stuff. Um, yeah, it's pretty funny. It's like yeah. I mean, I would set this up. I need to set it up and do StreamYard or Zoom or one of the other things, because I use it in Google Hangouts and stuff. Um, I would invite him up on panel, and I'd talk to him or whoever, But it's like some people, you can't trust him, because he has a past of exposing himself, like he did on it was Holly's stream, and I think it was somebody else's stream too, and people's channels got shut down. It's like, nah, I don't. I've worked too hard to have my channel taken down just like that, and so it's not worth it. Yeah, he gets scared. I saw a little bit of one of the chooches they did. My wife was showing me it, and why am I doing this? It's a habit. I picked that habit up from Elvis. I watch him too much. I'm becoming him. Oh no. But they're walking, and then he saw a van that was in a refrigeration repair yard or some appliance yard or something. It was probably one of the old appliance vehicles that had been out there, and he's like, oh, I need some parts. I need some parts. And it's like, oh, and then the guy's like, what are you looking at? And then when Rosie's talking to the guy, you see this yellow jacket. It's like, hey, where you going? Yeah. 4'8" hairy nightmare. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Irish Spring. Irish Spring, I like it too. Hey, Gregory Stevens. But yeah, got the eye fleas. Oh man. Yeah, it's always something. But I got more things I got to do in the works. I'm trying to branch out, not do exclusively Elvis stuff, but that's what everybody wants. I'm like, it's easy, so I'll do it, and it's, you know, it is what it is. But it's usually pretty easy stuff. I got some new software I'm trying to figure out how to use so I can do better quality content. Can't even talk. My sinuses and allergies are acting up right now. So got that. Got a Anime Studio, other software where you can turn yourself into a cartoon. So hopefully be making some Elvis cartoons in the future. What else is there? Yeah, I'm just busy doing that. You know, yeah. Oh, thanks. It's not easy being cheesy. You know, I'll be right back. Oh, sorry about that. I had to get a cough drop and making some tea right now because I could tell it was starting to get kind of weird. A Tribe Called Cookies. How's it going? Yeah, I got to do some one block chooching. I make. Oh, thanks. Okay. I try to have fun. Hey, Catcher, haven't seen you for a while. How you been? Yeah, I had a couple other ideas I was gonna do. I was gonna have Elvis go to look for jobs and stuff, and then say that he couldn't work at certain places because the manager was a woman, and he's not going to work for a woman. I do not have to listen to what the woman tells me to do. You know, the usual stuff that goes on. He provides so much content. I could do this for like the next year. It's amazing. Yeah. Speaking of Cinderella, it's not exactly the same. It's actually a little bit better, but it is my Jackson. It's called the Tuxedo. It's the Randy Rhoads edition. Look at that. Yeah, I wish he'd pick his feet up too. He just gets crazy. I don't know what. This cough is still hanging on. Yeah, he gets upset. Why do they call me Butterbean all the time? He's gonna lose it one of these days. Yeah. So yeah, I made a quick video. I was just messing around with this, but this was a Father's Day / birthday gift. So it's pretty nice. Has a dual humbuckers. If you know anything about guitar, has the strings that go through the body. It's pretty cool. I like it. Neck is nice and it's wide, but it's real thin and it's really smooth. It plays like butter. um, again, Mike, I think it's just a cultural thing. That's all I can figure. It just must be something like that, or I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe so. I'm going with culture. That's what I'm going with. Okay. I am back. Had to get my tea. Royal Enfield motorcycle brand. This is lemon ginger. It's not too bad. Helps with the throat. Yeah, I'm not sure why he's doing that. That's weird. He's just blocking everybody. You know, if he embraced it, it'd be better. It's just crazy. Okay, yeah, yeah. I saw that Cajun Kev. I was dying when I saw that. I was dying when I saw the butter beans. That was, oh, that was amazing. I know that cost something to ship there, but still, it was pretty amazing. A whole case of butter beans. Oh man, he got mad. He gets mad whenever I go in there and I'll make little comments and stuff. And then Rosie will start laughing. Like the one night he was making the grape leaves, the dolmas, and then oh man, he was getting upset because it was taking forever. And I think like 4 hours in or something, I caught it kind of late, and they're still going. I go, oh, are those breakfast dolmas? Because they're gonna be ready about that time. And she started laughing. He read it, and he's like, oh, here, you want them now? And he's like, or sometimes if he's cooking, I'll just remind her that Domino's delivers up to 1 a.m. Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, it kind of goes with any community. If you come across as being arrogant and being the top dog and letting people know that you think you're the top dog, people are just going to say, you know what, I ain't got time for this, and go on to something else. Yep. So I keep him going. I know I trigger him. I don't think I'm like he's he's with all the troll accounts and whether or not he's bought it subs or not. He's like I think he's under seven. I'm sorry, under 8,000, and I'm at like six. Somebody said 672 or 670 or something like that. 660. I don't know. It fluctuates all the time. It's just like whatever. It doesn't bother me. But I did notice too, it's kind of funny that when I'll go into analytics because sometimes there's comments that I've missed. Because sometimes I'll have people that are subscribed and leave comments, and then there's been a couple of videos where all the comments for some reason were held, and I'm like, that's just YouTube doing what YouTube does from time to time, weird stuff, and taking subs away and adding subs and different things. So I'm like, I don't know. So anyways, I have to go into analytics, but I did notice that more than half of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So I'm like, okay, they don't want to make the commitment. I guess that's what it is. Some people can't make a commitment, so they want to watch and comment and stuff. It's fine. It's all good. You know, like I said, I don't put all my efforts and energy. You know, if this goes away, it goes away. While it's still here, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna enjoy it. Get to meet some other people on here. Have fun with them. You know, this is, to me, YouTube is better than television because there's a lot more. It seems like a lot more going on, and it is more interactive than just simply watching a movie or a TV or something. So, but it's good. I'm sure I haven't missed anybody. Okay. Amanda, I do not know. He may be tinkering with stuff and prolonging it or just adding to the list. I do not know. Yeah, he's by the 7th. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was just okay. Yeah, that's another thing too, Missy. I don't get. He's, you know, he doesn't have a lot of friends, and the one friend that he does have that is breaking their back trying to make something nice for him, taking his van that's been abused and neglected and bringing it back and doing a restoration, you know, just the interior. But I mean, they've done a lot of work on that van. I mean, it's building stuff, it takes a lot of time. The few things I've built, I understand. I mean, I still working on a motorcycle that I started 9 years ago. So I know that things take a bit of time to do. I don't know why it's taken so long for the van, but I do know things take a long time. So, you know, whatever. It's not my van. He's not here at my house. So that's it really. That's really the only thing that matters to me. He's not here at my house. He's at somebody else's house. It's not my problem. I hope he appreciates it. You know, Tribe, good money after bad. I hope he appreciates it and takes care of it. We'll see. You know, people can change, but, you know. Oh, no, Mike. No. Not the 30 amp fuse and a 15 amp pole. No, that'll cause a lot of problems. Yeah, he needs to clean up that shack. Yeah, putting the wrong fuse in, it's always bad. It's always bad. I was installing a radio for a family member in their car. They got this radio and stuff, and I've always been pretty good at, you know, installing radios and fixing things and stuff. And so I'm putting it in there, and he had an amp, putting the amp and everything in there and stuff. And I said, "Oh, I need a fuse," and I told him what size fuse I needed, and he just goes over to the toolbox. And I thought he read the fuse. So put it in the fuse holder, turn the key, radio lights up a little bit brighter than normal. I'm all okay. And then I smell that I hate, that melting plastic insulation smell. And this was in I don't remember what year it was. It was an older Camaro. I think it was like a 66, 67 Camaro that was really cherry. And somebody had run the speaker wire in the headliner. So as soon as I turn the key, I smell smoke and this fog starts coming from the headliner. I'm like, no. And I'm trying to undo the thing really quick and stuff. And I asked Michael, what size fuse you give me? He goes, well, I don't know. So I take it out of there. And it was a 35 amp fuse that he gave me. It was either a 30 or a 35, but it was supposed to be like more like I think it was like a 3.5 or a 5 that I was needing. It was like, but the radio, we caught it in time. The smell of the melting plastic stayed in the thing. Didn't melt through all the way through the wires, but it did singe the outside. It was not a good scene. I mean, it was like maybe did that for a second. Okay. Where are we at here? Yeah, he's deranged. Yeah, his van, whatever. I guess she's a friend, so friends do stuff. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes people just don't. They just don't grow up. They like being gypsies and stuff. I don't. I don't get it. It's just he's not aging well. Yeah, that's true. But like I said earlier, I started working when I was 15. I learned to appreciate the value of a dollar. Um, People who've done things for me, it's greatly appreciated and reciprocated, and that's the way it should be. You don't want to take advantage of people and stuff. Yeah, but the sides, the sides, especially when you lay down and you polish, those low hanging spots are nice and shiny. Um, I think Rosie was cooking or something, or she was baking something. I saw like notification came up, so I don't know. Maybe they're mad. There's been a few times I've caught some of the chooching streams and stuff where I thought she was just gonna snap and throttle him. Seriously, I just I was waiting for it. Yeah, the van does still look pretty bad, doesn't it? Oh, she's live in her bikini. Yeah, it's like, okay. Isn't that gonna stain the sides? The sides are protected with so much wax. It probably couldn't even pierce it with armor piercing rounds. Just bounce right off the compound. Yeah, laying on the ground, rubbing the fender. Yeah, those running boards are nice and shiny. Probably polished a knife edge on them. It's all. uh, oh, okay. Swingers clubs. He's he's just like so focused on stuff, and it's just like sometimes I don't know if he's like 10 years old and thinks he needs to talk about all this grown up stuff and this adult nightlife and all these things, or if he's just trying to, I think he's really insecure, so he tries to kick things up a notch to cover his insecurities. But that's just my take on it. No tribe, definitely not. Definitely not going to do any bikini baking in my yellow jacket and sandals. Oh no, no, it's polishing. It's probably polishing compound that he's using because I know wax is a little bit more expensive. But yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't put like swirl, like not swirl marks, but I know some cars you see that were painted like in some of the cars in like the late 90s and early 2000s. There are a lot of cars I see them around here, and our car actually did the same thing too. We had to get it repainted, but the clear coat starts to go, and you start seeing spots, and then sometimes you see like big sections. I'm surprised he hasn't polished, through the paint, but he was saying I guess it's baked enamel or something on there, which I don't know. Yep. But yeah, no bikinis. No. Barbecue sauce. Oh, look at the barbecue sauce. I am planning on doing a video with Mr. Clean, trying to clean the jacket, and so that's what's next in the works right now. So again, I'm taking some time planning it all out up here, jotting down some ideas. So hopefully it'll be pretty funny. I'm not wearing a bikini, dude. Not going to wear the bikini. I know my limitations. I'm comfortable with my body, but I don't think other people would be. Oh, man. That is true. He's just polishing the dirt. I don't know, Tribe. I don't know what their relationship is. Maybe Elvis is the son that he never had, or maybe he thinks. I mean, there's some people that'll just throw money at somebody, hoping that they're going to change and hoping it'll help them out. And sometimes they just go on like a spending spree and blow through a bunch of money, and it's just like, you know, you don't want to. Yeah. So I don't know. His wife just left him. I don't know. I don't get that involved with the personal drama. I'm not that invested, honestly. It's like I have fun doing the Elvis stuff because he's just so foolish, but all the other stuff outside of that, I don't know, don't want to know. I've got seriously, I've got so much stuff going on. I've got guitars I want to rebuild. I've got other videos I want to make. I mean, like I work full time. Mrs. Hopfrog isn't able to do a lot of things. She hasn't walked for 4 years, so I do a lot of stuff around the house. I'm not saying that to say, "Oh, Jude, you're so awesome." I'm just saying that's where I'm at. So my focus is I do my job, I take care of things, I come home, I take care of her, take care of some things around the house, take some time, make a video, load it up while I'm doing something else. Sometimes you hear the washing machine going while I'm making a video. It's like, so I don't know what goes on. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not up to date with all the beefs and all these other things that are going on with all these people. It's just like, I hear the names Mr. X and I've seen Norm F when he went up to Canada, but that was about it. And people are going, "Oh, Norm F's giving this guy money, giving that guy money." Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm just salty because he hasn't given me any money. No, just kidding. uh, yeah, he acts foolish. He acts more foolish when he's drinking. Um, yeah, tribe. I work 40 hours, 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. Takes me about, depending on traffic, half an hour, 45 minutes to get to work. Come home, say hi to the wife, ask what's going on, and then jump in to see what needs to get done. And then, with watching videos and doing different things, upload my videos. Usually about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning when I go to bed, get up about 6, do it all over again. Sleep in a little bit on Saturday, but I got things I do on Saturdays and Sundays. So I'm usually up usually go to bed about 4 on the weekends, and usually up about 9, 10 o'clock. So yeah. Unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately. I have a good one. I have a good wife. We've been married 34 years. If she would have said peace out, she would have done it a long time ago. But I am what's good for business. She can do it better. No, just kidding. She can do way better than me. But it's like we said our vows for better or worse, richer for poor. We're in it for the long haul. Seriously, till death do us part. Seriously, it's like we're in it for the long haul. So, yeah, 34 years. It's gone by fast. It's been awesome. I've known her more than I've known anybody else, really. When we first started dating, we're hanging out like all the time. So it was just like ever since then, it's just like it's been constant and consistent. So it's been pretty awesome. People go, "Oh, marriage is bad." Blah, blah, blah. Like you just you just need to learn how to communicate, and that's something I'm still working on after 34 years. Do a little better, but can always do a lot better. Oh, full time. Oh, sorry, tribe. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I got to take like personal days, or I forget what they're called now. Wellness days or mental days or something. I don't remember what they call them now. But I laugh. Some of the kids I hear work so hard. I gotta take a day off. I was like, when I was your age, I was going in the coal mines and I was working 3 shifts in a row. When did you sleep? I didn't sleep. I slept on the ride down into the mine and slept back up. Other than that, I was awake all the time. Oh, you were 11 when we got married? Yeah. I was a little bit older than 11. I was 18 when we got married. But yeah, some people, it's just Elvis year. Yeah. He's just too serious. You know what ages people is doing this? Getting that Gene Simmons, drinking garlic lemonade with sauteed onions and extra butter to make the gravy. Can't even put this on right now. I had it inside out. But if you're sitting there like this 24/7, I'm draining the swamp. That's going to age you faster than anything. Being angry and bitter and everything else. Hey, Sean the Brit. Yep. Wife go to work and support me. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Oh man. Now, why didn't you guys tell me this before? If she wasn't as sick as she was, I'm sure she'd be more than willing to go to work and support me. She still does everything that she can, and she goes above and beyond in everything that she does. So yeah. Yeah, you're probably yeah. Tribe, you're probably right on that. Eating like he does, not exercising, not working, aging. What's probably gonna get him, if it doesn't kill him, but will probably at least give him a heart attack, is not working or exercising and then trying to show off, like trying to go above and beyond, like some of these people, I like to call them weekend warriors, where they might work an office job and they're just kind of sitting around, not really getting much exercise. One of the guys in the office or old friend calls them up or whatever, says, "Hey, we're going to go play some basketball, or we're going to go do this, do that, whatever." Something that requires a lot of energy and exertion and stuff. And you hear about it all the time. Guys my age and even younger that don't exercise and they go overdo it to try to show that they can keep up with the younger dudes, and boom, they have a heart attack and fall over dead. And yeah. Thank you, Neil. Thank you very much. Cleopatra. Yeah, every time I just the name makes me laugh. Cleopatra. It's like, okay, yeah, yeah. It's sometimes when you hear him wheezing and coughing and stuff, it sounds like he's not doing good. So that's never good. That is never good. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So okay. Yeah, it's definitely there, unfortunately, but but he won't change because he's too alpha. No heart is going to get to me. If my heart stops, Rosie will make me a new one. uh, she'll go to the Home Depot and buy the parts in the plumbing section to replace the valves. So she's gonna make something with like a sprinkler timer and all these tubes coming out. Yeah. Yeah, that's usually one of the first signs there, Mike. When I take Mrs. Hopfrog, she goes to the doctor about once a month, and I've seen some people in there that have some legs swollen up pretty bad, or they might have some sores that are exposed and stuff. And you're just like, yeah, it makes you think about trying to do things a little differently. The dogs like to bite him. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, he's out of breath. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I thought he was gonna do himself in that night when he's on Rosie's chat talking about how macho he was and how many push-ups he could do, and he goes behind the chair so you can't see how he's doing. It looked like he's just bouncing on the floor really quick. So there you go. It's like, dude, yeah, he's. I used to be able to lift Volkswagens. I used to be able to do this and do that. And like, used to and currently doing are two different things. When I graduated high school, I weighed 105 pounds. I'm a little bit heavier than that now. Not quite double, but pretty close. Oh, you missed the push-ups? Not good? Yeah. Yeah, he was. That's why I made my video, because he was calling out a bunch of people. Axel Young, I haven't seen him around for a while, but Axel Young was challenging him to do push-ups and stuff, and he's all, I'm another, I can, and then he started talking about how much he used to lift and how much he used to do, and blah 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 blah. He's all, I can. So I'm like, you know what? You gotta do these push-ups like this. So I made my video. So, anyways, oh okay, yeah. Just trying to keep up. Yeah, it was a pretty extensive brain surgery that she had. It was about an 8-hour operation. And I get a prop. Surprise, surprise. He used to have orange eyebrows. This was like a prop that I had for a thing. But I will use this for demonstrating purposes. Condition she has is called Arnold-Chiari malformation. It is related to spina bifida, and basically her skull was not big enough to contain her brain. It's a very rare disease, and a few people have it, but it mimics MS. And basically, what they had to do, because she was having problems with walking, slurring her speech, she had fallen 8 times just walking, just like she wouldn't pick up her feet shooting. She'd go to walk and just fell forward 8 different times within the year. We knew something was up. She went and had a MRI done. No, she had an MRI done, and they said she didn't have MS. She had this other thing, and to just keep an eye on things. And I started reading up, and if she didn't have the surgery, then she would have been dead in probably about 2, maybe 3 years. So basically, what they do is they make a hole in the back of the skull on your occipital balloon. I've learned a lot, from this. And then the first and second vertebrae, which are like right up here, they actually notching to make room for the brain that's down there, part of the cerebellum. Part of her cerebellum was actually pushing on her brainstem, causing all these issues. And what they had to do is they had to make a cradle. They call it a patch. They had to make like a cradle out of tissue to hold her brain into her skull. And they actually removed about a 3/4 inch section that was hanging down in her neck. So it was, it was pretty scary. She could have died from the surgery. I mean, it was really, really serious, and she probably would have died if she didn't have the surgery. But there was a lot of damage that was done. She has memory issues. Like I said, she doesn't walk, has a lot of pain, a lot of fatigue, but she keeps plugging away. But, that's pretty much it. I'm not a doctor, but I play elbow on YouTube. Something like that. I got wigs and props and stuff for days, man. Yeah, it just keeps you. Yeah, she's a good woman. She's got a big heart. She cares for so many people. She's an empath. She sees people hurting, but not only does she see people hurting, but she has a tendency to latch onto the pain that they're feeling, and it takes its toll on her. Yes, fun one. We're glad she's still with us. Yeah. I definitely got a good one, that's for sure. For sure. Yeah, so she's good. So thank you. Oh, I just got a notification. Thank you, Darkness Angel, for subscribing. I don't know if you're here in the chat or not, but thank you for that. I appreciate that. Wow, that takes me up to let's see how many people are watching. What? 24 people watching, 37 thumbs up. I know people are popping in, popping out. I know a lot of people have things that they have to do. It's already 11:15. Wow, 11:15 on a Friday. What am I doing here? What about the nightlife? Okay. She is, we don't really subscribe to all that zodiac stuff, but I mean, her birthday's in November. She is a Scorpio. So, oh, there you go. Yeah, she's a beautiful lady. She's got a channel that she put together and has a couple of videos where she was talking about her thing and stuff, bringing awareness and stuff. November, yep. Right on. Okay, fun one. Okay, where did the name Hop Frog come from? Glad you asked. Most people go, oh, is it like frogs and stuff? Ever since I was a kid, I loved to read. And one of my favorite authors was Edgar Allan Poe. And I'll make this short. I don't want to get like super long-winded. But Edgar Allan Poe, one of his short stories was a story called Hop Frog. And basically, there was a king, and he had these advisors, and they're really cruel to this troll who was a jester, and the jester's name was Hop Frog because I forget what exactly happened to him, but for some reason, rather than he walked with a limp, so it kind of looked like he was hopping. So the king named him Hop Frog, and he was taken away from his family when he was really young. So the king was always mean to him and doing stuff to him. And then there's also other people were in there and stuff too. And one day, this other troll came in, and she was really beautiful as the story goes on and stuff. And the king started picking on her and laughing at her and stuff. So Hop Frog devised a plan, because every year they'd have a big masquerade. I've already gone on too long, I apologize. But anyways, they have a big masquerade, and they want to dress up and stuff. So what Hot Frog comes up with this idea to have the king and his advisors dress up in, he says, leave everything to me, I'll plan everything out. Dresses them up in suits made of fur and pitch, and says, for added effect, I will lead you in myself. You guys will be in chains. Everybody be terrified. It's going to be great fun. So they go, yeah, this is a great idea, great idea. So what he does is he tricks the king and the advisors into wearing these suits that he makes out of pitch, which is a very flammable tar-like substance, in fur. He chains them up and hoists them to the chandelier and lights them on fire, and they burn to death. It's kind of a gross story, but it's a good story about how this troll had been abused and stuff, finally gets his revenge on a king. So I figured, if I'm on here, I've got a king that I'm a jester for, and I'm not going to light anybody on fire, so don't take that away from this. But if I can bring an arrogant Assyrian king down a couple rungs, I've done my job. Yeah, it's an awesome story. It's like, you're just like, wow. You're just like, wow. So yeah, Poe. Edgar Allan Poe. Okay. Oh, you're in Ohio, Missy? Yeah, here it is. I'm in California. It is about 20 after 11. Yeah, Mrs. Hot Frog goes, you are a jester. I'm always doing stuff to make people laugh and stuff. It's good fun. When you're a dad, you have fun. And my son, he can take a joke. I've never done anything really cruel to him. But there's times I'd drop him off and he'd go hang out with his friends and stuff. I'd take him somewhere and his friends would be out doing something. And I'd pull up in the car and I'd make sure that I had a polka CD, and I'd be bumping the polka or something just to, embarrass him. But his friends go, oh, okay. They knew that I was that kind of guy too. And it was just like, yeah, it was pretty funny. We're at some function, and my son was like in junior high and his friend was in junior high, and he had some donuts or pastries. It's been years. I forget what exactly. But I think he had like these little Danishes or something. And I go, oh, are those good? He goes, yeah, they're pretty good. So I took one off his plate and ate it. And he just looked at me like he's about ready to start crying. Anyways. Yeah, that was part of the costume, Mike. He had them wearing these suits of fur and pitch. They're normally wearing their robes, but Hot Frog, he made these costumes for them, and then he led them into the place chained up because he was going to hook that up to, because the story said that, I guess it took place, they didn't really need the chandelier because they had natural lighting come in, because it was supposed to be like, I guess they had candles or something. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I read the story. But anyways, they hoist what would normally be the chandelier mechanism. He chained them to, and he climbed up it because it said he was even though he walked with a limp, he had a tremendous upper body strength, and he climbed up him like a monkey and lit him on fire and stuff. So it was crazy. They have lots of CDs. Yeah. Mrs. Hot Frog says, I'm a fun dad. Yeah, that is what dads are for. Worst thing you can do, and I'm surprised Zia hasn't learned this, is never, and I repeat, never, and I'll say it a third time because it bears repeating, never tell anybody what you're afraid of and what gets under your skin, because you are arming people when you do that. Yeah. So he's like, I don't like when people call me Zia. I don't like when people call me Butterbean. What happens? People call him Butterbean. People call him Zia. People do this. People do that. People send a crate of butter beans. Well, not actually a full crate, but it was a case of them or something. It was more than a couple of cans, but it was like a dozen cans of butter beans to the rancho. You never tell anybody what you don't like. There's this lady one time where I worked. I forget how the subject came up, and she was telling me, she goes, my biggest pet peeve is when people use the word homeboy, and when people use the word, or when they use the phrase, go for it. So I'm like, okay, I got this. So I waited. I let it simmer, like making a good stew, or when you're boiling steaks and you let things reduce, it takes time. So I let this sit for a little bit of time and stuff. And seen this lady because I was delivering supplies to these different departments and stuff. And I go, oh, I saw a great movie. And I just made the story off the top of my head. And I go, I saw this really cool movie. It was really cool. This guy it was about these gang members who are trying to get out of the gang, but they're trapped in the gang life. And I created the whole scenario and added some details and stuff. And I said, this one guy, it was their best friends, are almost like brothers. And the one guy accidentally got shot by his best friend, but he wanted his best friend to carry on. So with his last breaths, you know what he said to him? He goes, I got something to tell you. So the guy leans forward, and as I was saying this, the lady's like, what? What did he say? He goes, go for it, homeboy. She was so mad. She was so upset. Oh, man. It was like, but I've always done stuff like that to people. It's just like, not harmful stuff, but you never give somebody ammunition to use against you at a later date. It's just one of those things. Yeah, Zia's not that smart. Zia. Try and keep up. I'm sorry. I don't have very many people in here, but I get distracted. If you do not donate to me, you're not good for business, brother. Mrs. Wombat. My other channel, like I said, it's still up. I'll probably add some more videos up there from time to time. Right now, I'm just got a lot of things going on. It's The Wombat Says. I reached a pinnacle of 800 and it's like 815 or 820, somewhere in that neighborhood of subscribers, unless YouTube's taken some more away. I don't know. I don't buy subs. I just go in, talk to people. If they like what I do, they subscribe. Awesome. If they don't, yeah, whatever. But I was trying to think of an interesting channel name because my name's Dave, and there's thousands, if not millions, of people named Dave. There's actually a TV show called Kids in the Hall, and they had a song on there called about the Daves that I know. And they're talking about Dave does this Dave does this Dave. These are the Daves that I know. These are the Daves I know. But anyways, I saw a picture of myself and I looked really goofy. I'm like, man, I was smiling, or I got caught in a laugh or something when the picture was taken. It was a candid photo, and I go, I look like a rodent because I got a kind of pointy nose, and I was going, when I was laughing, I go, oh, it looks like a rat or something. So I did a Google search on the image, and a wombat came up, and I go, hey, that's kind of cool. So I called myself Wombat. The Wombat Says. And then Jen goes, I'm going to call myself Mrs. Wombat so they know that we're together. I said, awesome. So that's how she's Mrs. Wombat, and then she added the Hop Frog later. Because there's still people that she knows, that she talks to, they know her as Mrs. Wombat, and if she changes to Mrs. Hop Frog, they would get confused as to who she was. But another thing that I like to do, being the practical joker, the jester that I am, there's a couple people that I've known for a long time, and they know that I have these two identities. I don't have a split personality, so don't even get that twisted. But yeah, Kids in the Hall is a great show. But one of the things that I'll do is I'll go into people's chats. Bruce, yeah. I was trying to remember who it was. It was Bruce. But what was I gonna say? Oh, so what I'll do is I'll go into somebody's chat, and I'll use my computer, and right here I'll have this on, type in as Hop Frog, and I'll have my phone on as Wombat. And I will talk to myself in their chat. And it's funny. A couple of people know that I do it, and the people who think they know, they try to figure out what's going on, and they go, well, I know Hop Frog is Wombat and Wombat is Hop Frog, but how is he doing this? How's he talking to himself? So one night, all right, thanks. But anyways, one of the things I did is I had a beef. I said, I made up the story that Hop Frog, or no, that, I'm trying to remember what I said. Oh, that Wombat is hiding from justice because he's been taking the tags off mattresses, because for the manufacturer there's a warning on there. It says if this is removed by anybody other than the end user, it's a federal crime, blah 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 blah, because they want to know where it came from and make sure there's nothing harmful in the mattress. And you've probably seen it on pillows and couches and stuff. So I made up this whole spiel about how Wombat is hiding from these people, and Wombat's saying, "Hot Frog, you said you're going to keep my secret safe." And these people, so for a couple of days, I acted like we had a beef going on. And somebody goes, "Hey, where's Wombat?" I go, I don't talk to that guy anymore. He's too much. He's a little something extra these days." So it was just fun. It's just fun. So yeah, Mrs. Wombat is wonderful. Yeah, it's fun just to not do harmful stuff, but just kind of keep people on their toes, and because people think they know what's going on, but they don't. And it's like that's just what I do. Yep. Sometime I'll probably have to go on here and have one of them chat things like the kids like to use, and have some panels coming up here. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be fun. Yeah, it would be fun. Been on here, wow, almost 2 hours. That is crazy. Cray cray. So there we go. Got my killer amp. It's a Line 6. It's a Spider 3 with 15 awesome watts, powered through an 8-inch speaker. Do I live by them? No, they live. I'm trying to guess. I think they live about 10, maybe 12 hours north of me. Maybe a little bit more than that. I live in Southern California. They live in Northern California. They live up above San Francisco, if you know where San Francisco is. I live closer to Orange County. LA. People go, "Where are you from?" Where from? Oh, I'm from Orange County. Where are you from? I'm from Inland Empire. Where are you from? I'm from over here. Where are you from? LA. Oh, okay. It's like everybody knows where LA is. Even if they don't, they just go, "Oh, LA." They've at least heard of it. So, you're from California. Where are you from? So it's like, "Oh, is that by LA?" Yeah, it's LA. San Diego is about 2 hours away from me. I'm about half hour away from Disneyland. The Magic Kingdom, the happiest place on earth, unless you are actually going there. If you own Disneyland or have stock in Disneyland, then it is the happiest place on earth. But if you're going there and trying to take a family there, there's a lot of sad people there. Somebody told me it costs $20 to park your car there. And I think it's somewhere around $100 to $120 per person per day to go to the Magic Kingdom, to wait 4 hours in line to go on one ride. Sometimes you get lucky, you can get 2 rides in that 4 hour period of time. There you go. Do my own van. You thought I was from Canada, eh? You must have got your toque on too tight. Oh man. Yeah, we're not quite in Orange County. We're just east of Orange County a little bit, but all of California is expensive. It's overpriced. They want a premium for what they have to offer, and it's just like. But yeah, Disneyland is expensive, and I heard a couple days ago they shut it down because they reached capacity. I don't know how many thousands of people they had in there, but it's just wall to wall people. And it's expensive. Last time we went, our son was 5. 6. I don't remember. It's been a while. Back then, a bottle of water was like $3 or $4. A bottle of water like this, someone was telling me, at the happiest place on earth, the Magic Kingdom, and they'll put like a little Mickey Mouse sticker on the side, or they might have a label printed on it. You're looking at like $7. If you get a plastic mug that has stuff on it, it's a collectible cup. You're looking at about $15-20. The ears that they have, you have your name embroidered on them. You have to pay for the embroidery. The ears, I don't know what they cost. They're probably close to about $40. Probably another $10 to $15 to have your name put on them. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy expensive. Oh, you took your kids there. Okay, so you live in the area, so you know it's expensive. Yeah, foods and rides, very expensive. I remember the days when Disneyland used to be open pretty much. They had like you'd go through a bit of it, and then if you wanted to go into the rides, or like they call them the attractions, you'd have to have tickets. Some rides you would require an e-ticket. Some of the other ones were a ticket, and you'd get a booklet, and you'd have so many tickets for these functions, and then you'd have to choose carefully which you wanted to use the 2 e-tickets that you got. So yeah, e-ticket rides. That was like when Space Mountain was brand new. And that was like right when they phased out when they phased out the tickets, was about that time. Space Mountain was probably about a year or 2 old. I may be wrong on that, but somewhere around that area. But yeah, you'd try to ride all the stuff you could. You'd hold on to the e-ticket as long as you could to try to find that one ride you wanted to go on. And I think like Pirates of the Caribbean might have been an e-ticket or a D. You could buy extra e-tickets, but relative to everything, they're kind of pricey. And everybody was happy when they got away from the ticket situation, because you'd have drawers. Seriously, we had a drawer full of all kinds of tickets that we couldn't use. We knew other people, and you try to like trade tickets in and stuff. So there was some times where they let you trade in so many tickets to get one e-ticket for like 10 or 15 D tickets or something. And they had like 8 tickets, which I think got you a ride on the tram from the parking lot or something silly like that. Why do I live in California if it's so expensive? I've lived here almost my whole life. I have a job. My wife's family is all here. Yeah, if the opportunity arose where I could find a job that would be paying me what I'm making now, I'd move right away. But right now, this is where I'm at, and it is pretty expensive. It is. Yeah, you got to take your igloo to. They actually. Somebody was telling me they used to have the annual pass. I think they stopped doing it either this year or this year and the year before. But they were saying that you couldn't even take water bottles in there unless it was for your child, and then it was weird. Yeah. Yeah, Mrs. Wombat was born here. I was born in another state. Yeah. Yeah, my allergies are kind of going on. I lived in Maine for a couple of years. That might be a little bit of what you're hearing, eh? Hey, Hoser, what you doing there? I'm Bob McKenzie, and this is my brother Doug. Oh, how's it going? I can't do their voices because my sinuses are all stopped up. But yeah, I'm familiar with Bob and Doug McKenzie from the Great White North. Got their toques on and the 2 Borgs, and got the back bacon frying up on the Coleman there. Florida is too hot. Florida is like hot and muggy and mosquitoes and old people. Nothing wrong with old people because I am one myself, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know. The Pacific Northwest. Yeah, John Candy was what was it, SCTV, Second City Television. Yeah, he plays some other people, but I'm trying to remember who that was now. Rick Moranis was Bob McKenzie. I don't remember who Doug was. He wasn't as well known, but he's been in like a bunch of stuff. When you see him, you go, "Oh, there's that guy." I forget. It's like one of those actors that he's not like the main actor, but he's like always a supporting actor, or he's like that guy that does that thing. Like sometimes you'll see a movie where there's the same guy who's the store clerk in this movie, this movie, this movie, this movie, this movie, or he's the mechanic in this movie, this movie, this movie, this movie, this movie, or he's a cop in several movies. He gets kind of like has that role and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the boss he mentions it from now and again. Moving to Arizona, and it's just like it's kind of too hot. Some parts are okay. So you get to the northern part of Arizona, the temperatures are mild. I know you get further down, you start hitting desert areas. It's a bit hotter, but the taxes are a lot. I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is. There's a lot less tax in most states. Some states are a little heavy. California is real heavy with taxes, income taxes, property taxes, you name it, they tax you on everything. If you have a business in California, they tax you on, even though you own the computers, they'll tax you on the computers, they'll tax you on the light fixtures, they'll tax you on the plumbing fixtures. Then there's a tax based on the square footage. It's like all these use and utility taxes. It's ridiculous. Um, we've just been tired of it for like a long time. I mean, a really long time is just. It's kind of. I don't know if you've ever been to Vegas, Tribe, or any place like that, where you have all these props and facades. Like if you go to Vegas, they have they have this place called the Luxor, which is decorated to look like an Egyptian pyramid, and they put a lot of detail into it, but you know that you're not actually in Egypt. And the same thing is true. They try to make California look great and wonderful. Your neighbors are all rich and wealthy. Everybody has a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or a Range Rover. Everybody has a swimming pool. Everybody's happy to see everybody. There's no crime. There's no smog. The sun is shining every day. The temperature is perfect. There's no problems. It's like it's far from that. It is such a depressing place, honestly. I mean, yeah, the weather's nice. It doesn't rain that much. Yeah, the rain's cool. I like the rain. I enjoy the rain stuff. But it's sad. You get off any major freeway. I mean, it takes you a long time to go from point A to point B on the freeways here, and you get off an off ramp. Like we went to Hollywood to go um, meet up with some YouTubers or having a meet and greet, and getting off the freeway, it was just a solid wall of homeless people on both sides of the street, just people living in tents. It was just like it breaks your heart, and it's just like you just see that again and again and again, and then they contrast it with showing, they're building some new building, and the building has this and all these wonderful things, or you'll hear about how some movie star just signed on a contract and is making, $1.2 billion for just, memorizing a few lines. It's just everything is so lopsided. It's like either you have really poor people or you have a small minority that are the rich, and then the middle class is dwindling down to like almost nothing because people are getting overtaxed and everything else. It's terrible. Oh, you used to live in Las Vegas? Yeah. Yeah, here it's kind of funny. I mean, not funny, haha, but funny, kind of like ironic. Funny is is you have a lot of people that try to act like they're rich and successful, and they're doing this and they're doing that, and they're just getting second and third mortgages on their house so they can live the lifestyle that they think they're supposed to, live. It's called keeping up with the Joneses and stuff. And you meet a lot of people that think of themselves the same way Elvis thinks of himself, that they're entitled and deserve the accolades and the treatment and everything else. And it's just like, they deserve respect just simply because they're around. It's like, you have to do something to earn respect. You have to be a decent person. But it's like, I don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm missing a bunch of these. I'm sorry. Adam the Woo. I am subscribed to Adam the Woo's channel. I love his channel. He is awesome. I have never run into him. I would love to meet him. He's a pretty cool dude. And I know he used to be in a band. I think it was Guttermouth or something, some punk band from like the early 90s or something. So I like playing bass. I like playing guitar. It's like, so we could talk about music and, explore some things or something. He seems pretty cool. He seems like a pretty cool dude. I'd like to meet him. There's a lot of, most of the people that I see on YouTube, they look like they'd be pretty cool to meet and, hang out and get to know and stuff. Just, some other people, whatever. Yeah, respect, yeah. Adam the Woo. He always going. He goes, we're something, this and this. Join us, shall you? He always has that. And he goes to some really cool places, and it's just like, wow, he's cool. I like him. There's a couple other people that I like. Lately I've been watching some of these other channels where they go into abandoned buildings and stuff, and it's just, it gets kind of dicey, some of the places these guys go and whatnot. But it's interesting. I think it's kind of interesting to see the history of the building and kind of what led to the place being abandoned, and kind of, to make sure you don't make the same mistake, I guess. I don't know. I just think it's kind of interesting to see what things were like and stuff back when they're thriving to where they're at now. So anyways, it's just one of those things. Yeah, Adam the Woo's pretty cool. I don't think I've seen any of his videos for about a month. I'm probably way behind. I gotta catch up. Got to catch up. Yeah, run the air in Las Vegas or Arizona is very expensive. We run the air here because it's pretty warm where we're at, and yeah, our electric bill usually averages between $250 and $300 every month, sometimes closer to $400. Yeah, the Urban Explorers, I've seen those guys. Those guys are good. So it just looks like cool stuff. Yeah, some months it's been $500. Yeah, we've had a couple months where it's been $500 a month, and you're just like, in the area where we live, we don't have natural gas, so all the appliances are electric washer, dryer, electric stove, electric heat, electric water heater, and that all adds up. Gobbles all your monies. So give me super chat so I can keep the air on. Just kidding. Yeah. I was talking to somebody one time. They're trying to sell me on solar and stuff, and I asked the guy. I said honestly, I told him what my bills were, and I told him, what was going on. He goes, yeah, solar, you're not really going to have any savings with the solar. You'll save some, but when you do the initial investment, before you see, at least in my situation, before I would see anything on the positive side, he was estimating would probably be about 25 years down the road, I would start to recoup some of my investment. I'm like, okay, I'm not even sure if I've got another day. I'm not I don't have any health issues as far as I know, but I mean, 25 years before you start to break even on things, I'm like, yeah, probably not. $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. Yeah, yeah, it's expensive. It is very expensive. Then you just kind of have to find ways where you make the payment. It's not 500 all the time. There's been a couple times it's been 500, but it's just like you just decide you got to do this, you got to do that. Go fund me for solar panels. There you go. Yeah, and sometimes where we're at, sometimes they have issues with the power and stuff. When the power goes off, yeah, she has to pack herself on ice because since she had her brain surgery, her body will not sweat. It sounds crazy, but it will not self-regulate. So she feels like it's burning out. Getting off the grid, living out in the woods like this in a cabin. Sometimes it's easier said than done. I just need to get me a Class B camper van, right? Travel around, tap into other people's electricity. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. One of those things. So, yeah, I just thought I'd just come on here and just do just kind of a kickback stream. I know there's other people that I was flipping. I always talk about this like TV. I was flipping through the channels of YouTube. It's because I'm old. Just seeing what's going on, who's here, who's there, what they're doing and stuff, and then other people are just listening to other people's streams. Just like everybody's screaming and yelling and calling people names, and just then other people are saying, "I'm the business, I'm this, I'm that." And it's like it gets old. So I figured, nothing's going on. I might as well just go like buy the Lisa Marie. Yeah. I'm gonna get a bigger one. I'm gonna get a bigger van or a bigger RV, and I'll name it Priscilla. It's a joke, obviously. Because that was Elvis's wife. Rather than being named after Elvis's daughter, it's Elvis's wife, Priscilla. Lisa Marie. He loves that van. I was just like, okay, more power to you. Yeah, it's done him well. So hopefully it keeps chugging away. Because if he keeps chugging away, he'll be doing what he's got to do and won't be looking for handouts as much. This Susanna Hoffs. There you go. There you go. The Bengals. They actually could play their instruments, believe it or not. Most people I knew a lot of my friends were like, "Oh, the Bengals are so cool." I go, "Yeah, they got some good songs." No, dude, they're so. And then everybody seemed like they had their favorite and stuff, and you're just like, "All right, whatever," I've always been a fan of Joan Jett. I had a crush on her like in junior high. And everybody goes, "Oh, she's the." I mean, yeah, whatever. But I got Mrs. Hop Frog, Mrs. Wombat, so it's the Susanna Hoffs. Just name it the King. I'll have to get a license plate that says Elvis with an extra S. That's pretty good. Pretty good. It's almost midnight here. Oh, I left this thing on. Look at the lights glowing. Here's my pig. Oh man, too much crunchiness there. I always do that. I get my guitar out and I forget how to play stuff. Scorpions. When you're really cool, you can do stuff like this. Just use one hand. The Jackson, it is nice. This was actually designed by Michael Jackson. Not really. It was a guitar company. I forget who owns them now. They got bought out by somebody else. But it's a good sounding guitar. I like it. Well, we got the beat. We got the... Don't worry, I'm not going to sing for you guys. Since I played that one. A little rusty. Easy, camera, easy. Started my own mosh pit in here. I always do that. I was trying to figure out the other day why I do that. I'll play something like a thing Jimmy used to do all the time. Jimi Hendrix, in case you didn't know. hurt you guys anymore. Put it away. Had my bass out earlier. What? Oh, thank you, Todd. Thank you very much. Oh, all right. Thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate it very much. That was a nice thing to say. So yeah, I'll figure out some stuff to play a little bit more. I wonder if I have batteries in this thing. All right. Have a good night, fun one. I'll probably do this again sometime soon. Hopefully again. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. And I was doing stuff earlier, and I just realized it is midnight, and I didn't even stop to have dinner yet. So yeah, have a great night, everybody. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you guys coming by. I appreciate all the nice things that you guys say about me. And some of you guys saying some stuff in the chat. I know you're just being weird, so whatever. So it's good. 3 a.m. All right. All right. Well, have a good night. Thank you for coming by. Like I said, I'll do more of these. I'll be more organized with some stuff, and maybe do some different characters. Maybe I'll bring up Wilford Brimley sometime, or maybe Dr. Phil or something. We'll see. Anyways, much love from us to you. Have a great one. Peace out. See you guys around. Bye-bye.